shocking news this afternoon as the CEO of UnitedHealthcare was shot dead this afternoon, just minutes from Rockefeller Center where they're preparing the big Christmas tree lighting. The problem is the shooter is still at large. This is scary stuff. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. Heartbreaking news for the CEO of UnitedHealthcare, Brian Thompson. This happened in Midtown Manhattan. We do have images of the masked person who did it. And now authorities are trying to track down why he was targeted and who this person was. There's a lot of footage from the scene as we go through the details of what we know so far. A press conference just wrapped. And I wanted to break this to you because, the Rockefeller Tree Center lighting is happening soon. And this is all happening around that same area, which is just terrifying. The suspect is still on the loose, appears to have been lying in waiting to find Thompson. His schedule apparently was public. He was attending an investor conference for UnitedHealthcare. The incident was reported around 6:40 a.m. and he appears to have been targeted, but police do not know why, sources said. This was not a random act of violence, Mayor Eric Adams said. It appears as though it was targeted. Thompson, 50, was in New York for this UnitedHealthcare investors conference, and his schedule was widely known, police say, which makes this even more scary as to, well, what happened here? Why was he targeted? The conference was being held at the Hilton, outside of which he was taken out, but he was not staying there. The hotel is by the intersection of West 54th Street and 6th Avenue. Conference was scheduled to start around 8 a.m., and the gunman appeared to have arrived hours before, according to police sources. We have pictures of the suspect. I want to show you here. This is all we got. There's a hoodie. Clearly knew where the cameras are. Wore sort of a backpack. Clearly all, I would think, stuff you could drop quickly as you're in the exit of getting out of this, which makes this all even more terrifying, knowing how calculated this whole entire thing was. The shooter appears to have known which door he was going to enter. The CEO hit several times at point blank range in the doorway at West 54th Street, police sources said. Suspect ran north through the mid-block alleyway by the Ziegfeld Ballroom, located across the street from the Hilton, and then jumped on a motorcycle and fled, police sources say, as we see sort of some images here of the area. We are just so sad right now, Elena Revia, sister of Thomas's wife, told ABC by phone. She said she was especially worried about Thompson's 2 children and called the CEO a good father. UnitedHealthcare's parent company, UnitedHealth Group, the largest health insurer in the world, said in a statement, "We are deeply saddened and shocked by the passing of our dear friend." Brian was a highly respected colleague and friend to all who worked with him. The company said, "We are working closely with the New York Police Department and ask for your patience and understanding during this difficult time. Our hearts go out to Brian's family and all who were close to him." He lived in Minnesota, where the company was based. This is horrifying news and a terrible loss for the business and healthcare community in Minnesota. Tim Waltz said, "Minnesota is sending our prayers to Brian's family and to UnitedHealthcare teams." The suspect, was wearing a ski mask and is described as a skinny man wearing all black who stands about 6'1". Police are canvassing for surveillance video. That's going to be hard to mean anything if he was just wearing a mask. Where did he get in? Where did he take the mask off? Look, there are ways to surveil this and try to get some sort of identity. Look, cameras are everywhere, but this person seems to have known what they were doing, wasn't found. And that's what makes this all scary, given that this suspect is now on the loose. So we'll have to wait. There was a press conference here where they didn't reveal much except from a $10,000 reward, 2 sort of blurry images, the one I already showed you. And they did offer a sort of not much of an update, but clearly explaining the fact that this is all still being sorted out. It's also still recent, but it's just scary to know that there's a active person still on the run. Now, seems like this was all just a specific attack, so I don't think anyone else hopefully is not in jeopardy, but still heartbreaking. And then the question is to why? What was going on? Why was this guy targeted? Know nothing about this guy, but I know health insurance companies are not the most popular in the world right now. A lot of people aren't always given the fair care or charged for it, or there's a lot of medical issues that could trigger someone to go, south or hire someone to do it for them. So that's where my head immediately goes to speculate it, because UnitedHealthcare is the biggest health insurance company here in the States. Could there have been something that went awry with a treatment or something from somebody? Again, that wouldn't justify this behavior by any stretch of the imagination. But as we try to figure out why this could have happened, I've seen other speculation online trying to figure out what could have happened and what else would have caused someone to come do this. And the fact that it's so close to Midtown, it's so many popular areas for tourists and people around Midtown Manhattan, especially near this Rockefeller tree lighting, has put a lot of people on edge. And this story has been trending. And I do want to start getting into more of these trending stories as they develop, because you never know where this is going to lead. But here we have the two images. Here he is on the bike. Here he is again. It looks like a different color in both of those ways the lighting is. It's kind of crazy how that works. It's like that weird dress photo. Black here and then sort of more tannish here. But these are all we have. With the backpack still employed, what else was in there? You'd think you could find this figure and keep looking at the camera surveillance footage to figure out, well, where did it stop? But at a certain point, if he was smart enough and they weren't following him and nobody was on his tail or her tail, I imagine at a certain point you could lose it. And then if you are smart, you do the swap like they do in the movies. So this guy or girl could now get away with this, could be on the loose, could have been hired, could have been just some Joe blow off the street who was furious that their loved one or themselves didn't get the coverage they need. So many questions still going. But very rarely do you get to see sort of this kind of action happen where someone gets away with it. How horrifying is that? Just broad daylight, Midtown Manhattan, bang, 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 I'm out of here, and then gets out of there and is now on the run from the authorities. Heartbreaking. This is crazy. And again, I send so much love and support to this man's family. Whatever happened, nothing warrants this type of activity, obviously. And it is just a sad day for his family and his friends, colleagues. So sending out lots of support to the Thompson family and to his children. That is literally the worst thing, to lose a parent like this so aggressively, so violently. I hope we can get to the bottom of this story. We will keep you posted if more develops. But please, if you're out in the New York City area, be warned. We don't have much more information. That's everything we got so far. Be safe out there. Be aware, because this suspect is still on the loose. And if you want to get updates, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for all alerts, smash that thumbs up as well, and let me know your thoughts, theories down below. We got a lot more coming for you, so stay tuned. You don't want to miss our updates on this, Diddy, and so much more. And if you like us getting out there, finally reporting on other breaking news stories, let me know. Trying to, extend our coverage. Appreciate you guys so much for watching.